Dumelang bana ba ko gae. I hope le shapu. Today's video is coming just in time for December shopping. I am spilling all the tea, honey. Ke le botsa taba tse tsohle tsa Marabastad. I am sharing everything I know about Marabastad, basically, and just giving you some few tips, tricks on Marabastad shopping. Cause guys, ke December bana ba ko gae. Ntse re emetse di leave ba bang ba tswa ko khole hore ba khono ya Marabastad. So I am just giving you some hints. Hore how fitla kwalo o ska ba bad ngwana go hae o ska ba sthotho o le hore o mo o itse ditaba. So I'm just going to start. So the first thing I want to talk about is transportation, parking, the logistics around Marabastad. Okay, so firstly, erikito parking. If you are driving to Marabastad, there is a lot of parking. There's a lot of parking in Marabastad on condition that you come on time. I mean, you come early, right? So Marabastad has got about, from the top of my head that I can think of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parking areas that can fit a decent amount of cars in there. So you can actually drive to Marabastad. Oh yeah, another tip that I forgot to mention, if you are driving to Marabastad, you can just put in Marabastad in your GPS or Asiatic Bazaar, and it will take you straight to Marabastad, so you won't have a challenge getting there. And then the second thing is that Marabastad has taxis that go directly there. Most of your major areas, like from Joburg CBD, there's a taxi going to Marabastad. From town, there's a taxi going to Marabastad. For those of you who don't know, actually, Marabastad has got about 2 major taxi ranks. And then you'll see the Joburg CBD taxis dealing around to Marabastad. So if you're coming by taxi, you shouldn't be struggling. You can get to Marabastad. The other thing also is that Marabastad also has a bus depot. So there is buses as well to Marabastad, but I really don't know a lot of detail around the buses. I just know where the bus depot is. And also Marabastad has got a train station, okay? If you didn't know. Train Marabastad if you're coming by train. So there is a lot of options to come, but the one thing that I have to talk about also is Uber, and you need to be careful when you're taking an Uber, right? You can Uber into Marabastad, but Ubering out of Marabastad is a problem because the taxi drivers abanye do Uber. So the Uber will drop you inside, but you'll see once you request the Uber to take you back. Oh, my lace is lifting. Once you request the Uber to come collect you from Marabastad, you're gonna struggle getting a driver. So to the outskirts where it's safe for you to get a driver to come pick you up. It's just something that if you don't have experience in Marabastad, you might not know. You just see the Uber drivers not accepting your ride, right? Yeah. Oh, can I flu so ish. Like I get why kira video ke na le flu. Le hona I get why ke na le flu ka summer, ka December. Tlhalosetse gore ke satane wa go ka yona o. So that's everything on transport, right? And then another topic I want to cover is around money. So Marabastad, you can pay using your card. If you're not comfortable, they do have a lot of ATMs there. If you want to bring cash, you can bring cash. So it has all options basically. Most of the shops, I haven't come across a shop right? Maybe but I'll explain a bit later around those ladies. So they take card, and they also have most of your ATMs are there, right? I mean, like there's an FNB, there's a ABSA, there's a Standard Bank, there's a Net Bank, there's a Capitec. So you do have a lot of banks that are there. I mean ATM, so you won't struggle with an ATM. Sometimes the queues are long, especially for your ABSA and your Standard Bank, and definitely your Capitec, but it shouldn't be a train smash, right? It absolutely shouldn't be a train smash for you to use your card there, and you always have banks if you need to withdraw some money. So that is it on cash. What else do I want to talk about? Like Marabastad actually does have shop numbers, right? But it's only getting popular now. Before, you kind of sort of knew and then you just follow that direction. Mara now, because people are getting more and more used to it, in a little shop number. Maybe on the next video I will do a whole layout of Marabastad and where the different shops are and the sections of those shop numbers. But I want to give you a little bit of a tip. Let's say you find this shop and you don't remember the name, or you don't know what the name is. Check out Sleepy House or Pateting Mason. Most of the shops on Marabastad, Sleepy Sateng, sit on Nalili Vitola shop, or sometimes the shop number, so that you remember the shop for the next time. Or maybe if you want to tell your friends or post it, you can always remember the shop number like that. So that's also another plug that you can do. And then one more thing around Marabastad is operating hours. So Marabastad is open Monday to Sunday. Most of the shops are open Monday to Sunday. Some shops Sunday would go struggle, but it's around 8 a.m. So they start opening at 8. Some shops start opening at 9 o'clock, and about 5 o'clock they close. So it's basically like a whole hub of different stores and so on. So you can definitely go. You can definitely find, okay, I lost my trail of thought. Okay, let's just move on. 8 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 4, 8 to 4, right? But my top tip when going to Marabastad, the best days to go to Marabastad is during the week. Mara, if you are working like me, it's a Saturday morning or a Sunday. But Sunday, be careful, because not all stores are open, and they generally don't open on Sundays as well. But if you're just going for shopping, you can try Sundays. So the parking is so good. Like I said, with parking, you can get parking. Mara, no, go early. So let's briefly touch on the types of things you can get on Marabastad, right? Marabastad, the types of things you can get, I have a list here because there is a lot of things. So you can get male and women's clothing. Women's clothing is the most popular, but there are a lot of shops that sells very formal men's clothing. So if you're a guy, you can definitely get formal, especially formal, ne? And then I hope you guys don't hear it. Yo, batong. How dare it make a noise while I'm trying to record? So you can get clothes for men and women. What is a bit of a challenge to Marabastad is kids clothing. I wouldn't suggest you go to Marabastad to find kids clothing. I'll shop here and there, but they really don't have like the best types of kids clothing. I'd honestly say try somewhere else, not go Marabastad, right? Then they've got traditional clothing. Tradition towards the back of Marabastad. They have so many varieties of traditional clothing for different types of tradition. So you can definitely get your traditional wear go Marabastad, vibes, or even as a bride, right? Even as a bride, they have a lot of traditional clothing for men and women and kids. So the shirt, they have those types of clothing. So you can definitely try Marabastad if you're lost there. And another thing over and above that I need to mention, speaking around weddings, banally, basically everything you need for members, you can get go Marabastad. From kubo, silebe, jasi, kuani konyana, or kuani yantate. Like they basically have the entire range of everything you need to have your members. When I was having my traditional wedding, which is actually the only wedding I had, we bought everything ko Marabastad. So if you've been looking for a place, definitely try Marabastad. And those are the ladies who you will see are sitting there selling those things. And those are the ones that I was saying, I'm not sure if they take cards or not, because I remember when I paid cash. So I'm not sure. But you have options. You can even bring your list there and they will sort it out for you, right? So definitely try Marabastad for that. And then a little unknown fact is Marabastad also has like homeware, home goods, right? So dilotsetako home decoration, blankets, carpets, curtains, the whole shebang. The whole shebang is there in Marabastad. If you can think of it, it's there when it comes to home stuff. And it also has fabric. So if you are somebody who's a seamstress like me, so nanekiruga at some point, so I got some of my material go Marabastad, especially 3 cats, air tradition. If you want a strong traditional way, 3 cats, venda, those types of material. you wouldn't even go to town. I would suggest you go to Marabastad because they're also very affordable there. So definitely check it out if you like a fabric, yeah, how and so on and so forth. And then it also has bags. Shop bag, a lot of accessories and so on. And suitcases, small bags, backpacks, you name it. You can get backpacks from Marabastad. And then speaking on accessories, Marabastad also has a shop eregisang some beauty stuff, right? But obviously think of Dragon City vibe. The shop eregisa dio tsa miriri, tsa manala, the makeup, it's anything you can think of beauty that shop also has. And I think it's one shop. I know a lot of competition, so that's the tea on that. What else can you get from Marabastad? Get school uniform, but generic uniform, not any emblem or anything. Like you get generic uniform for kids from Marabastad. You even get uniform ya di nurse. Like what's about how di hempet it's a white, the lady kadenya it's a blue, so for the nurse or kokreking or something like that. You'll definitely get them from Marabastad. And you even have wedding dresses. So if you're working on a budget, Kupalo skawara Marabastad itawsota sesi when you know ya fela ngwana ko hai know ya. And then what you also get ko Marabastad is there's a party shop that sells decor items. So there's this party shop where you can get like lots of decor, a party, and then there are shops that extend you like if you have a decor company and you want these fancy chairs, the side plate, the underplate, and whatnot for your decor business, they do have companies that sell those. They have a place at the fruits and vegetables. So Marabastad dinali market. So the market, that's where you get your fruit and your vegetables and so on and so forth. And then they also have places that sell for batuba, like dingaka, dingaka tsa setso. So how nyaka dio tsa how like the dingaka tsa setso, everything that you need for dingaka tsa setso. They definitely have the places where they sell all of that stuff for you. So maybe we'll and you need all of your stuff. Masila atengi, the beats atengi. You can definitely get Marabastad. What else? There's so many things. What else is worth noting? Marabastad sells good acha. My mom has an acha business. And I'm telling you, Marabastad is the plug for acha, okay? And then obviously the food basadi bala ba ema molo on the side bale ba rekisa dijo tse di monate bang abona bale ha shemba di busa mo dijong 10 out of 10 and the plates are gonna be affordable, so you can definitely get something there. In terms of shopping, I think that's about it what you can get from Marabastad, right? There's obviously the Ntana zone that I have not mentioned, but those are the core things. If you're going to Marabastad, you definitely get a lot of shops that offer you a lot on that, right? And then one more thing that I need to mention about Marabastad before I forget, and this I get a lot of questions for, is Marabastad safe? Let me put it this way. I have never experienced any issues with safety ko Marabastad. It's not known to be unsafe ko Marabastad. So it's not like town, it's not like town where you feel like any minute now bakang tsela dilo tsaka. It's not like CBD Joburg. Joburg ke etsa ba kenya go bolela maka. Joburg ke tshaba sparapara ngwana go hae iblane yo kore a kenya go ya Joburg single ba ntshwara bo go Joburg. But Marabastad is fairly safe. It's fairly safe, but like any other place in South Africa, you need to be cautious. You absolutely need to be cautious, but it's not known to have high theft. But then bashimanya le ba dinyaopes mara go botsa one thing about Marabastad, batho ba le ba ka o kira utswetse motho ba tlo betha ba tlo trapa. CID at patrolling molo, so they really wanna try very hard to keep the guys safe. So I would say just be cautious, but don't think hurry any minute now but gwaza or anything. But that is also based on my experience of Marabastad, and my experience has been years and years of going to Marabastad. So yeah, I think kitlo stop a video more because if you have any other questions on Marabastad, please let me know. I am open to responding to you. Tell me what you want to know. Tell me when you want to go. And yeah, maybe the next, this will maybe be a series. Maybe I'll do a feature of different stores and what I got there or what you can get there. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. See you next time. Okay. Bye.